All right, I'm going to do some tickers that have been requested and tickers that I've came up with that I like, stocks I've been trading, and I'm going to go over them and just kind of give price targets and my general view on the charts. So let's start off with Lucid. This is one that I own some shares. I've sold puts on in the past. So this is kind of a tricky chart. I think that most likely this is an A wave right here. So I think that there is potential. Let's see what the 1.61 fib is here. So there's potential that this is actually A, B, and we can get a C wave up here. We got a very, very nice move off the bottom. 5 waves here. Not sure where this is going to stop at unless I go down on lower time frames to try to get a guess. But I would say probably somewhere around $8 to about $8.37, right up in this area. And then if this is the C wave, so if this is A right here and this is B, then we are looking for an expanded flat. Expanded flat can go all the way up to the 1.61 fib. So that is pretty far up there. I'm not sure if it's going to do that or not. That's a pretty bold call. I'm not going to say it's going to go to 36 bucks. But there is a gap fill here at 988. And if this is a C wave, then I would be looking at this as wave 1. So let's say we do go to 8 bucks. Let's say we go to 837. The next wave would take us all the way up to minimum 1074 and actually around one of the targets at the 0.78 fib. No, so the minimum target is 1384. So the next move after this consolidates, after wave 1, could go all the way to the 2.61 fib. So we're talking way up here. That is the minimum for an ABC pattern. Again, this looks like a B wave to me. So I would look for a minimum of 1384 long term, but at least this gap fill. But right now, I would not want to be long this stock because we're in a 5th wave. Wait for a pullback. If you buy the pullback, stop below the low, and then ride it up to the 1.61 fib. So that's Lucid. NIO was requested. I really like the way this looks, but I honestly don't think this is ready to make a wave 3. So I don't think this wave 2 is done. I counted 5 waves, so I think this is only the A wave. However, if that's the A wave and it's complete, this can run to, honestly, my target is probably going to be like 20 bucks because you got a gap fill way up here. That would correct all this move right here. It looks like a pretty good place for it to correct to. And this move down took, let's see, about a year and 4 months. So again, I wouldn't be looking for this move to be finished probably until like mid to late 2024. So a B wave can last for over another year. So you're looking at another year of uptrend, but it's going to be choppy because it's going to be a B wave. There's no telling where it can go. On the short term, though, I think this move right here is probably an ABC move. It's pretty normal for a corrective move, and I would say short term, you're looking at probably minimum of like 12 bucks. But you could go all the way up here to like 13 bucks. But again, this is going to end up being something like this. It's going to be, and there's probably going to be another pullback and then another move higher. It's going to be like that. It's going to be very choppy. It's a B wave. And so, yeah, I don't think it's ready to go for a third wave. If it was a third wave, I wouldn't see an ABC move here. You would see something more like this, and then you'd be off to the races like that. I don't see that on NIO right now. So this second wave might just take a while. It might take, if we go to 2024, this might be 2025 before it actually bottoms. Short term, look for 12 to 13. PLTR, I think that this actually has another move higher over the next probably 3, 4, 5 months. Maybe shorter than that, maybe like August, September. But I counted a fourth wave right here. You can see it pretty clearly. It didn't quite get outside the parallel line, which I would like to see, but I see this as a fourth wave. It's possible that it does this and then goes higher. But if it already started going higher, then I'm looking for it to fill this gap up here at 1776 and break this high over the next 3, 4, 5 months. So you can expect more highs on PLTR, but you can go watch my video I put out a couple months ago talking about how this downtrend is not finished. And again, this is definitely a C wave. So you're looking at A, B, something like that. So I'm sorry if you're long and you think that's going to go straight to new highs. I don't see it. It's going to make a new low below at least 647 in the next. Let's see how long this took actually. This took a year and 4 months. So yeah, this is like perfect timing. A year and 4 months from now, or from May of 22, will be about September. So if this runs into September, I would be pretty short on this. Fills the gap, you're looking at a C wave that's going to go and break the low here at 647. But short term, you're looking to at least fill this gap here at 1776. TDOC, I don't think that this is a very good start for a next wave higher to new highs. Obviously, that's a long ways to go. I don't know how long it'll take, if ever, making new highs. But short term, I think this can go to 30 to 35 bucks. I actually just sold puts on it. It looks like an ABC move right here. We got minimum, something like that. Probably a flat, 35 bucks. So I don't have too much to say about TDOC. There's probably some gaps to fill up here, but I think 35 bucks minimum over the next 3 to 4 months. BA, I'm waiting for this triangle to play out. Looking for an E wave down here to 195 before getting a fifth wave to fill the gap up here at 300, potentially going all the way up here to 371, but probably just 300. So we have COVID crash was A wave. This is B wave. If you look at the whole move, regardless of figuring out what this all is, this looks like A. This is a very choppy B wave. If this finishes here in 2023, then I'm looking for a lower low than the A wave, most likely. So 300 gap fill and then probably a sell off hard. X, kind of hard for me. I don't really like this chart that much right now. I'm just going over it because I've gone over it in the past. I actually got out of my position. I bought in the low 20s, but I just don't like the way this is setting up right here. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I think that this actually is starting to look like a WXY pattern. So WXY, and then this would be A, B, C like that. So if that is the case, this is probably wave 1 right here. So I'd be looking at this as down here for the gap fill at 1950. There is a demand zone down here as well. So that is X. RIVN, one of the most bullish stocks in the whole market. I think this is going to go to minimum 30 to 35 bucks, potentially higher. And it really depends on if this is actually, this could be two things. It could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's only the third wave right there. Pull back and go higher. Then it could probably go to like 50 bucks, maybe 40 to 50 bucks. But if it is a third wave that ends here soon, then I'd be looking for 30 to 35 bucks. That's really all I have to say about this stock. I'm not in it, but it's really, really bullish right now, and you're going to get some more upside here short term. Long term, it's really hard to say. It could be the bottom right here, and it could be on its way up to way higher prices, because it did bottom here and it's making an impulsive move, so you can't say for sure. It could end up playing out like this, or it could be the start of a 5-wave move where we go that. Regardless, it doesn't really matter. There's more upside on this move. If it pulls back, buy the dip because it's going to go higher after that. Baba. This one is pretty much bullish in my opinion. From here, you either have wave 1 right here after it double bottomed. The only question is this the start of a third wave higher, or is this going to end up being like this? That's possible. If that happens, that means this is A, B, and we're in a C wave. You can look at this right here. I would be looking for probably 105 to 110 and then a move down. So A, like that. And then I'd be buying that dip because the next move is going to go higher. Or it bottomed right here. If it bottomed right here, then you're looking at holding long and getting at least up to like 160. So honestly, with the market and what I think the market's going to do, I would imagine this is a C wave. So I think this is probably more likely. Something like that. But right now, if you're bullish, you're in the right spot because it's probably going to go to 105 to 110. Two more. I'm going to go over Dish. I've been in this stock a little bit. I sold, though, on Friday. I honestly think that it was an expanded flat here. And it's either A, B, C right here, a short C wave. It's a running flat. Or this is wave 1, wave 2, and there's going to be a downside like this. I got out at 733, which is the gap fill, and we have a big supply zone here, pretty obvious supply zone. So don't be surprised if this goes all the way down to like low 5s before it bottoms out. But I would want to be long at that point because I think this stock has some upside long term. Last stock of the night is Net. And this stock either finished an ABC pattern here. So we have A, B, C right here. But my suspicion is we have November 2021, 1 year long. So I think we're going to be running all the way through November. So we have 4 months of upside in the stock. So I think the most likely scenario is, let's see how long this took right here. Took 3 months, 3 months basically. So, let's see here. I would say the most likely scenario is potentially higher. Or the other possibility is like that. But 109 is a 1.61 fib. There are some downside gaps here. So we have a gap here at 56 bucks. There's some down here. I don't think I'll make it to those. I'll be looking for at least 53 bucks though on this pullback, because we did run about 100% in about a month. So 53 should come minimum, and I'd probably buy the dip there and maybe dollar cost average into it, because I think it's going to run for at least another 4 months. So regardless of how it plays out, you're looking at higher prices. If it gets down here to 53, 56 bucks, higher prices for the next 4 months, in my opinion. So this is not the place you want to be super long, like long term. I mean, you could, I guess, but I think that even if it comes up here to 109, you're probably going to have to take your profits, because this is only A and this is B. You're probably going to see another leg down. So that's just my opinion. Again, I have 2024 as the bear market ending in 2024. So you can see that reflected in a lot of the stocks and the way I'm reading the stocks. So short term though, over the next 3 or 4 months, I'm pretty bullish on all these stocks. But by the end of 2023, I would want to be pretty much out of all of these, because I think the stocks are going to sell off pretty hard. So I'll leave it at that. Good luck trading this week, and I'll see you for some market updates here tomorrow, most likely.